Hey, this is for all the traditional bushcrafters out there, and I guess we all have them, but no one uses them. I am speaking of the bushcraft leather belt kit. What's cooler, to carry the axe this way? Or is it even cooler to carry the axe this way? And if you want to know what I carry inside, then hang on. So I don't claim to be a well-seasoned outdoors guy, but I love to make leather stuff. To be honest with you, I have not carried this one on big adventures yet, but I love to carry that around our house, around our farm, because it's just cool, right? A while ago I made a video about this wilderness belt. You can watch it if you want. Today we take a closer look on my rover pouch, my belt pouch, leather pouch, bushcraft pouch. As you might know from my earlier videos, this is the most important piece of gear. Speaking of my dog treat pouch, which I made from reindeer leather. I like to carry my puko, that's my favorite at the moment. There's also making of this one on my channel if you're interested. And then there is of course my belt pouch. It's not just practical to contain useful things, but also to carry the axe or the hatchet on the belt. And this gives me the feeling of being a very important, skilled and wise outdoors guy. So let us take a closer look on the pouch itself. I made that from Väki leather from Denmark. It's a simple classic D shape with a toggle from I made from deer antler. Just a simple closure, just with the leather thong. I made this Bronze Age or sunship decoration because I really love that symbolism. Belt loops sewn on the back, folded over the edge and made a seam so it is a little bit sturdier, not so flimsy. As you can see, there is a pocket inside I attached later. Also the belt loops are doubled, and there we are. First of all, I made that for a notebook in the first place, but I mostly carry my notebooks in the chest pocket or somewhere else. So I did this pleasure and pain pouch inside. Why pleasure and pain? Because yeah, first of all, I am not myself when I don't cut my fingers at least once when I'm outdoors. So I have a couple of band-aids in it. Then to motivate myself, or to flip a coin when I don't carry a coin. I have this little token from the apple tree from our garden. And some bone dices, Viking style. It does not have a deeper purpose. I just love to invent small games when I'm outside. And then there I have this little horn or antler. And it says Mistel, Kistel, Thistel. It's an old Norse charm. I carry some sal resin. It's an old shamanic incense. It has this overwhelming scent, and I like to make a gift for the fire gods sometimes. Yeah, I don't carry a first aid kit very often, but due to my own experience, I think it is a very good idea to carry a first aid bandage. So then there I have my tinder pouch, made that from old scrap leather. I really love the pattern of this. So inside I carry some tinder and this fire tube or blowing tube. That's very practical when you want to, just for blowing the embers or something. When I'm outside, I really like to carry. Okay, someone's interested in the dog concrete pouch again. Where was I? Back to business. Yeah, I love to carry my juice harp with me when I'm outside. And I made this new case for that from a piece of oak, from an oak tree standing in our backyard. And I can carry it on my neck, but I store that most of the time inside this pouch. What I also like to carry is some cordage. I have different strings, different length from hemp rope or hemp cord. I'm not a big fan of paracord anymore, though I used it a lot in the last years. I love this more because it has this natural haptic. It's all natural fibers. If you leave it outdoors, it will rot. So going back to nature, except of course I made these little pieces of shrink hose on the end, so I don't want to leave these outside, of course. It makes a good tinder, and as I said, I carry different lengths, 2 shorter ones, 1 longer one, so I don't need to cut it in the field. And this is for temporary constructions, hanging up something, tying up something. And then I have this thinner thread, also 100% natural fiber for windings, for small tinkerings, for, I don't know, necklaces or something. Then I have my fire steel, which I gave an antler pommel or knob, and a sharpening stone, a Finnish one, a Väki sharpening stone. Yeah, this one works quite well with this Huko. And the last thing I have inside, I can fold that out, and there I have this stropping board you know already from recent videos. Piece of laminated wood and just attached a fine and a coarser wet sanding paper. That is excellent for stropping the knife or even stropping the axe on a regular basis. So now I can show you the inside construction of my belt pouch. I did not sew both sides of the leather loop on the back, but made it that way. So the back part of the pouch layers between the 2 parts of the belt loop. That's a bit sturdier. Just a simple stitch on the bottom, because I took 2 pieces of leather, made this cross stitch, and as I said, I just sewed that inside out and then folded it over. I also folded over all these leather edges here, so everything is a bit sturdier, not that flimsy. I mean, well, that is not a system carved in stone or something. What am I doing here? And the content changes a lot depending what I'm doing, of course. And I guess this bag was more often on a heavy metal concert containing my tobacco and smartphone than in the wilderness itself. But, well, I don't know where my journey goes. So I could stand here for hours in front of my camera and watch myself. Quite narcissistic, right? I don't make a secret out of it that I am a farm dweller and a backyard survivor and adventurer. I mean, I've been around the world, but of course it's made for all seasons. But I guess the disadvantage is in the winter when you carry a coat or an anorak or parka or something, and you don't have access to your belt knife. So you just carry this over your outer garment and you have everything by hand. I mean, you can attach the gloves, the knives, a lauku knife, everything you want, cooksack up, and then you walk around like a Christmas tree. But hey, that's cool style. I love that. Another advantage I see on this is, I don't know, if you want to lay down in your tent or something, you just can put off your whole equipment. I made that strap long enough so I can carry it over my outer garment in colder conditions in the winter. I mean, more serious outdoor folks than me might consider this as playful, as gimmick, as a gag or something. Uh, Not really suited for the harsh outdoors. I don't know. I love that. I love the aesthetics of that. I love the fact that it is made by my own hands. I mean, I work in a job where I don't see the results of my work. So it's quite pleasing to be able to make your own gear. I mean, everything on this belt, I mean, except the carbine hooks and the blade of this knife, of course, and this buckle, but everything is self-made, self-sewn, self-dyed. I wish someday I am able to even tan my own leather or something. Yeah, I love to play around with these things. Of course, back then I also was into all this tactical stuff, and with all this survival belt kit and pouches here and pouches there and pouches everywhere and molly and tactical and high-tech carbon fibers. I don't know, nylon, Dyneema, but I don't know if it is the correct way to say I grew out of it, because I mean everything has its place and I don't want to condemn it, and I understand folks who have fun with this and see the practical sense of these things. But in my mind, something has changed in the last years, and all these survival tools, all this modern survival stuff, it does not feel right in my hand. I mean, when I grab some of these modern style knives with modern materials, high-tech materials, super steel, Almax, or how is it called? I don't know. Nothing happens to me or between me and my tool. And was ist los? I just learned a new word recently from the Finnish language, Väki. I don't know if it is right, but it is kind of a spirit of things, of animals, of trees. So meaning that things might have a soul. And I am a spiritual guy, not in an esoteric way, I would say. But when I grab this kind of knives, which I made on my own, that feels right in my hand. That feels home. That feels really good. It is warm. And I can really feel the Väki behind that. I never had this feeling in modern style stuff. Cheers.